Hello, it's Sara from Hardcover Hearts, and I'm here on a very auspicious day for me. This is my 1-year anniversary on BookTube. So I'm quite delighted and thrilled to be celebrating this day and to have accomplished a regular filming schedule, which is kind of what I had set out to do. And I thought I would use this opportunity to do a tag that had been put out there a while ago that I hadn't done, and rookie mistake. It's like literally one of the first things you're supposed to do. But this is the Meet the BookTuber tag, and I was kindly tagged by Elisabeth at Bookish North to do this. The original tag was done by What Victoria Reads, and so I'll put a link to both of those below. So let's get into it, and maybe there's some things that you didn't know about me that you will learn through this process. So the first question is your name, age, and location. So I'm Sara, and I am 48, going to be 49 at the end of this month, and I live in Berkeley, California. Second question is, do you have siblings, and if so, what order are you in that? And I am the oldest, and I have a younger sister by 3 years. The third question is, what do you do for work or study at the university? So I am in the workforce, and I work in tech. When I was in school, I got my degree in third world economics with an emphasis in African development. And as you can see, as with most people, what you get your degree in is very rarely what you end up doing for your job or career. But I will say that a lot of things that I learned in that study has helped me in how I work. Maybe not what I'm doing, but how I work. So it's been very, very fruitful. Number 4, do you have kids? No, my husband and I made a decision not to have children, and that's been great for us. Number 5, do you have any pets? So unfortunately, we have had to say goodbye to the very, very last of our crew. We had 5 cats at different points, and we lived in Athens, Georgia, and we had a big property, and so we had a lot of room, and so we had a mix of outdoor cats that would come by and hang out with us, as well as a crew of indoor cats. And my husband is the crazy cat person of the relationship, and when we moved back to California from Georgia, we brought 3 of our cats with us. One of them my mother very kindly took in because we moved from a big home in Georgia into a 1-bedroom apartment in Berkeley. And so we really couldn't have 4 cats in a small bedroom. 3 was already pushing it. And while we were here, slowly each year, they have passed away. And the last one passed away right as we got back from a trip that we had taken with my mother to Hawaii. And it was Christmas Eve that she let go. So we miss them very, very much, and especially while we're in isolation, because they are just such wonderful companions to have. I think there will come a time where we will again have cats, but for right now, my heart just needs a little break. It's very, very hard for me to say goodbye to animals, and so I just need a little. I need some time. I'm not interested in replacing anyone just yet. Next up, can you drive? Yes, I got my license when I was 16 years old, as a lot of people in the United States do. And interesting fun fact, I also have my motorcycle license, and the first vehicle I ever owned was a motorcycle. And that was my main mode of transportation in my late 20s in San Francisco. Number 7, what was your favorite subject in school? So for me, I loved the social sciences. So politics and history, and obviously English and literature. I loved very much. So all of those were things that I loved and did well in. What's your favorite color? So this has changed through the years. I think right now my favorite color is green. I really like green, and I think I actually more prefer palettes. So I really like green and gray, like deep greens and grays, and I really also like dusty rose, and like dusty rose and taupes and saffrons and things like that. Next up is favorite smell. I love Palo Santo, which is an incense that's used frequently here. I do love incense in general, especially temple incense. I love fresh laundry, the smell of fresh laundry. Yeah, those I think are the ones that I love the most. And then 10, what is your favorite book? So if you've watched the channel you probably know and have heard this many times. I found this copy that I don't show often, that I thought I would switch it up. This is 84 Charing Cross Road. The story of, the true story written in letters of a woman from New York and a bookshop in London right after the war. That is endearing, charming, and everything. So that's the Meet the BookTuber tag. Hopefully that was interesting. I don't know. And then I'll close this out by just saying how much BookTube has enriched my life and how much gratitude I have, and specifically for the friendships and the friendships that have grown from just the comments and the interplay back and forth between channels in Voxer, through things like buddy reads and group reads. I absolutely have adored the theme months like Aussie April and Victober, Nonfiction November. These things have been something to look forward to and something that I get very excited by. I'm also just in love with participating as a judge in the BookTube Prize. I never thought I would have an opportunity to do something like this, and so it's a wonderful, wonderful chance to hone my critical reading and comparative skills, and hopefully I'm able to articulate a point of view that maybe you don't agree with, but you would understand my perspective. I also think just the world opening up of backlists and what everyone's reading, the backlist as well as translated fiction, and just being exposed globally to so many other books, so many other authors. I'm thrilled right now, like reading German literature. I never thought that I would be interested in. I'm gaining so much from the experience. So it's fantastic. And then just in general, having the opportunity every single week to just gush about books that I love and what I'm reading and the experience of reading and the thoughts that I'm having about contemporary books and literature and all of that with kindred spirits across the globe is something I never thought that I would have the opportunity to do. So just wanted to say thank you. If you're new, I hope you stick around. And if you've been here for a while, I just want to thank you so much for how much you're giving to me as someone who started a channel a year ago on a lark. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll look forward to talking to you later. Bye.